but with a free open source agent called Hermes. And you get an AI that codes for you, remembers everything, and actually gets smarter the longer you use it. Let me show you. So yesterday, Anthropic dropped Claude Opus 4.7. This is their new flagship model, and it's a big deal. They say it beats Opus 4.6 on almost every benchmark. Better coding, better reasoning, better vision, and it can even check its own work before handing it back to you. That last part is huge, because if you ever used AI for real work, you know the pain. You ask for something, it gives you something. You trust it. Turns out half of it was wrong. You waste 2 hours. Opus 4.7 fixes that. It catches its own mistakes during the planning phase, before it even writes the code, before it sends the report. Hex, a data company that tested it early, said Opus 4.7 correctly reports when data is missing instead of making stuff up. Opus 4.6 used to fall for data traps. 4.1 doesn't. On their 93-task coding benchmark, Opus 4.7 lifted results by 13% over 4.6, and it solved 4 problems that no other Claude model could solve before. Hey, if we haven't met already, I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie, CEO of SEO agency Goldie Agency. Whilst he's helping clients get more leads and customers, I'm here to help you get the latest AI updates. That's a massive jump for one version. Now here's the thing nobody's talking about. Opus 4.7 by itself is great, but on its own, it's still just a chatbot you open in a window. You type, it replies. You close the tab, it forgets everything. That's where Hermes comes in, and this is where things get wild. Hermes Agent is an open source AI agent built by Noose Research. It just launched and it's already going viral. Here's what makes it different from every other agent out there. Most AI agents are stateless. You start a task, they do it, they forget. Next time you ask, they start from zero again. Hermes doesn't do that. Hermes remembers. It has a built-in learning loop. So every time you complete a task, it writes a skill. A reusable little document that says, here's how I did this, here are the mistakes I made, here's how to do it faster next time. Then the next time you ask for something similar, it pulls up that skill and uses it. The more you use Hermes, the smarter it gets for you specifically. It's not a tool. It's a partner that grows with you. You can text it from Telegram, WhatsApp, Discord, Slack, Signal, email, all from one process. So imagine this. You're on vacation. You get an idea. You text Hermes on WhatsApp. It runs on your server. It does the work. It texts you back when it's done. That's not the future. That's right now. Now here's where Opus 4.7 plus Hermes becomes insane. Hermes is model agnostic. You can plug in any model you want. OpenAI, Qwen, DeepSeek, local models, whatever. But if you plug in Opus 4.7 through the Anthropic API or OpenRouter, you get the smartest reasoning model in the world, running inside an agent that never forgets and keeps improving itself. Now, if you want the full process, the exact prompts I use, the setups, the templates, and a community of people actually building stuff like this, check out the AI Profit Boardroom. It's the best place to scale your business with AI automation tools just like Opus 4.7 and Hermes. You get step-by-step walkthroughs, real use cases, and a group chat full of builders who help each other win. The link is below in the comment and description. Let me break down what that actually means for a real business. Let's say you're trying to grow something. Maybe a community, a product, a service. You need content. You need research. You need outreach. You need reports. You need follow-ups. You need a lot of stuff every single day. With normal AI, you do this one prompt at a time. You copy-paste. You redo the same briefs. You babysit every task. With Opus 4.7 plus Hermes, you set it up once. Then you go live your life. Let me show you some real examples. Example 1. Content research. Say you're building a community like the AI Profit Boardroom. You want to post every week about new AI tools. Tools your members can actually use to save time and automate their work. Normally, you'd spend hours scrolling Twitter, reading blogs, watching videos, writing notes. With Hermes plus Opus 4.7, you give it one prompt. Every Monday morning, find the 5 biggest AI tool releases from the past 7 days. Focus on anything that helps small business owners automate tasks. Write a short summary of each. Send it to me on Telegram by 9 a.m. You run that once. Hermes saves it as a scheduled task. Now, every Monday morning, without you lifting a finger, you get a briefing on your phone. And because Hermes learns the second Monday is better than the first, the third is better than the second. It figures out what sources you actually like. What summaries are the right length? What tone works for you? That's not a chatbot. That's a research assistant that gets better every week. Example 2. Outreach. Say you want more people in your free AI community. You want to reach out to creators, podcast hosts, or potential partners who talk about AI tools. You give Hermes a prompt like this. Find 20 YouTube channels that post about AI automation and have between 10,000 and 100,000 subscribers. Write a personalized opening line for each one based on their latest video. Put them in a Google Sheet. Send me the link when done. Opus 4.7 does the thinking. It watches the videos. It writes the lines. It catches its own mistakes before handing it over. Hermes does the remembering. It tracks who you already contacted. It doesn't repeat itself. It saves the workflow as a skill, so next week you just say, run the outreach flow again, and it does the whole thing. This used to be a full-time job for a virtual assistant. Now it's one message to your agent. Example 3, writing. Opus 4.7 has one of the biggest jumps of this release in what Anthropic calls professional work. Better slides, better documents, better interfaces. Combine that with Hermes' memory, and here's what you get. You can train your agent on your voice, your style, your past content. Over time, Hermes stops producing generic AI slop. it starts sounding like you. You give it a prompt like this. Write a new landing page for my AI community. The tone should be simple, punchy, no fluff. Focus on how AI automation saves time and helps small business owners stop doing boring work. Use short sentences. No corporate words. Write in first person. Opus 4.7 writes the page. Hermes remembers your tone rules. Next time you ask for a page, you don't need to repeat the brief. It already knows. After 10 pages, your agent has basically built its own internal style guide for you, automatically. That's not a prompt hack. That's infrastructure. Okay, let me show you how to actually set this up, because it's easier than you think. Step 1. Install Hermes. You run one command in your terminal. Just one. It installs everything. Python, Node, the dependencies, all of it. If you're on Windows, you need something called WSL first. It's a little Linux layer. It takes 5 minutes. After that, you're good. You can install Hermes on your laptop, or on a cheap cloud server, or on a free serverless setup like Modal or Daytona that costs almost nothing when it's idle. Step 2. Pick your model. You run one command called Hermes model. It shows you a list. You pick Anthropic. You plug in your API key. Boom. Opus 4.7 is now the brain running inside your agent. You can also use OpenRouter if you want to swap models on the fly. OpenRouter gives you access to hundreds of models with one key. Opus 4.7 is on there. Step 3. Connect your messaging platforms. You want to talk to your agent from Telegram. Takes 2 minutes. Discord? Same. Slack, WhatsApp, Signal? All supported from one gateway. Step 4. Start giving it tasks. That's it. There's no fancy config, no YAML files, no Docker nightmares. You go from zero to a working agent in about 10 minutes. If you've ever tried to set up an AI agent before and spent 3 hours fighting with Docker, you know how insane that is. Now let me tell you about one more thing that's underrated. Opus 4.7 has a new reasoning level called Extra High, or XHigh for short. What this means in plain English is, on hard problems, you can tell Opus to think longer, to reason deeper, to check its own work more times before answering. For easy tasks, you don't need it. Costs more tokens. Not worth it. But for the really hard stuff, planning a product launch, writing a complex automation, debugging something nasty, you turn on XHigh, and Opus 4.7 takes its time. Anthropic's own recommendation is to start with high or XHigh effort for coding and agent work. So if you're plugging this into Hermes, you want those harder tasks running on XHigh. The combo of Hermes long-running sessions plus Opus 4.7 XHigh reasoning is basically like hiring a senior engineer who works through the night. Now let's talk about the thing people are worried about. Anthropic made Opus 4.7 a little safer than their unreleased model called Mythos. They reduced its cybersecurity abilities on purpose, so it won't help with hacking stuff. Some people online are mad about this. They think Anthropic is holding back the best model. Here's my take. For 99% of us, it doesn't matter. You're not trying to hack anyone. You're trying to grow your business. You're trying to automate tasks. You're trying to save time. Opus 4.7 handles all of that better than any model that's publicly available right now. It's the strongest general use model on the market, period. And when you plug it into Hermes, the fact that it can verify its own work before reporting back means you can trust it with longer and longer tasks. That's the real unlock, trust. Most people don't use AI agents for serious work because they don't trust the output. Opus 4.7 changes that equation. Now, if you want the full process, SOPs, and over 100 AI use cases like this one, join the AI Profit Boardroom. Learn how to automate your workflows with tools like Opus 4.7 and Hermes Personal Intelligence and scale your business with AI automation. The link is in the comments and description. And if you want free access to all the video notes,